it's my 60th birthday, July 11th. What happened 60 years ago?
You were born. No, of course, all the kids, always wake you up toward morning and when they're going to be born. So it was toward the early morning when I woke up, and I told Dad, I said, you're going to have to get up and take me to the hospital. So he's climbing out of bed, getting dressed, and goes down. Well, I'll go down to the car, and you can come on, which was about a half a block away.
Oh,
So I went down there and had a flat tire to begin with. So then, I had to get out. I went back up to the house, and he fixed the tire and put it on, come back up there and said, well, let's go. So we went to the hospital, and we got there about 45 minutes before you were born.
Oh my.
And I stayed at the hospital then 2 days, and our neighbor across the road came over and stayed with the kids that morning when he took me to the hospital, because Betty was just 6 then when you were born. So she wasn't old enough to stay with the rest of them. And so then Ms. Riley came down every day and stayed with the kids while Dad went to work until I come home 2 days later, dive right into work.
back to work.
And then you were a little weakly.
Of course.
Well, you were. And I took you to the doctor, I think a week after I brought you home, and he said I should take you to see not a bone specialist, but what they call, or I don't know what they call them. Anyway, it was out there with Good Sam, and so I took you out there, and he said that your bones were brittle, a little brittle, and so he gave you a big needle, big shot, and then put you on medication. But we never got a bill from that doctor at all, never.
And was that before I broke my collarbone or after?
That was before.
Before.
And so then...
So his shot didn't do much good.
Well, you were about 3 months old when you rolled off the bed and hit. I had the baby buggy parked right at the bed, and he hit right on his top of his shoulder on the baby buggy.
Yeah.
So I took you up to Dr. Kahn's right up the corner there, and he laid you up on this table to examine your shoulder, and all of a sudden you flipped over, and he said, my heavens, he's fast.
I was weak, but I was fast.
You're strong.
He's getting ready to throw that ball right there.
I guess so.
So anyway, that was when you were born.
And how did I get my name?
Larry, well, we talked about names, and finally Dad didn't say anything, and all of a sudden he said, he's going to be named Larry after me. And I thought, oh, well, so he never had anything to do with naming any of them. I'd say, what do you want, what name do you want? It doesn't matter to me, doesn't matter to me. But then he said, no, we're going to name him Larry, so that stuck.
So that's the story.
That was the way you were named.